Welcome back to another podcast, guys. You are joined with myself, Relic, and Marty O'Cool, and it is the season. This is our second to last podcast of the year. Got a lot to put in today. Got a lot of news, a lot of shows. Got a nice little bit of something regarding the Game Awards today as well. So we're going to have a little chit chat about some upcoming games that we're excited about. And yeah, we're going to kick it straight off, I think, with just the Superman trailer, which dropped today, which is yesterday for you people watching and listening. And what did you think, Martin?
I thought it was really good. I mean, I'm a big fan of James Gunn, so I'm excited to see what he can bring to not only Superman, but the DC universe. And I love what you said earlier before we came on the podcast about what some of the reviews were of the trailer, but I'll let you I'll let you dish that out. What do you think of it?
So, me personally, I'm very excited for this. Like yourself, big James Gunn fan. And even if we just talk about the DC projects, forget about Guardians, forget about all that stuff. We talk about specifically and exclusively the DC projects that he's brought to us. Peacemaker, fantastic show. The Suicide Squad film that he made, amazing. I loved it. Absolutely, really, really entertaining. Very enjoyable. And he is what, in my opinion, the DC universe needs. It's very difficult for me to badmouth James Gunn because everything he's done I've enjoyed, superhero-wise especially. You've got hashtag bring back Snyderverse, mate. All the Snyderverse whiny baby boys, mate, they need to fuck off, they do, pal. Because some of the stuff that they're spewing over a 2-minute teaser trailer that's pretty much got no dialogue, it's just got music, it's just little clips. Some of the stuff these people are saying is honestly outrageous and they need to reevaluate their life. My favourite comment that I saw today was, watch the Superman trailer, first impressions, pathetic. That was literally what it said. Someone asked him to elaborate. One of the things he said he didn't like was the plot. Mate, it's a 2-minute trailer. How do you know what the plot of the movie is? Like, in my opinion, they've given Clark Kent an absolute fuckboy perm. But I think it's the first time where he actually looks different as Clark Kent versus Superman. They've not just given him glasses and then taken them off. He actually does look like he could pass as a different person on either side of it. The Crypto's in it. Legend. Dogs. Everyone loves dogs, let's be real.
Yeah.
And
Legend.
one of the things I did like people say, oh, DC needs to be gritty, DC needs to be this, and I don't agree. I can understand in aspects with Batman because most of Batman's based in nighttime, essentially, so that makes more sense. But Superman's a signal of hope. He's a sign of hope, sorry. And people look for him, which proves it in this. There's like a kid waving a flag in here with a Superman emblem on. Great symbol. Honestly, fantastic representation of what Superman actually is. The movie looks very well lit. It looks bright. He's wearing red pants. We're going to have to see past that, unfortunately. That's just Superman. I don't think anyone can bring me around to ever think that a Superman suit, even our man Henry Cavill's Superman suit, will never, ever be in a top 10. Maybe never even be in a top 15 favourite superhero suits for me, unfortunately. But that's just the way it is. And we do get a little bit. The trailer made me laugh because it starts with a classic Yamcha pose where he's just on the floor like that, mangled up on the floor, mate. And if you join our Discord, I've put a little side-by-side comparison in there, so get in the Discord and check that out. But overall, 2 minutes long. I think it looks good. I'm excited. I believe in James Gunn. I think he can do good things for DC, better things than Zack Snyder ever did. And don't get me wrong, don't come after me. I loved Man of Steel. I thought it was a great movie. I like a majority of the Zack Snyder stuff. A lot of the stories all over the place, and it just didn't have much. I don't know. It could have been better in my opinion, and I'm really hoping James Gunn can bring the DC world around. Everyone who's been watching for a while knows I'm a big DC fan. There's a lot of characters in DC I want to see come to life, and I think he can do it. So yeah, overall I'm excited, mate. I'm excited for something new.
Going back to that point you made earlier about just changed the appearance of Superman and Clark Kent. Remember the old ones? It's like, wait a minute, it's the same guy, just got glasses on. It's like,
yeah.
Like, just no one ever noticed. Like, hey.
Sometimes he just put a little curl on his forehead for there, didn't he?
That guy took pictures of me or whatever.
I've just seen it.
Like,
What's going on here, bro?
yeah, but yeah, I'm not excited for it. It looks really good. Excited to see the new characters and see Lex Luthor.
Yeah, Nicholas Hoult, fellow Brit,
Nicholas
legend.
Hoult, see his portrayal of Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
He's a great baddie, isn't he? Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Classic Superman
Iconic,
baddie.
Iconic.
Yeah.
So Hawk Girl is in the trailer as well. There's a couple of bits. I'm not going to go into too much depth. There's other channels out there that will do a much better job than I will in terms of depth. But overall, excited for it. And July. Is it July next year, I think? So I've got a little bit of time, but it'll come round quick. I'll be in the cinema for it.
Yeah, I will as well. My dad grew up on like comics, the Superman comics, DC comics. So he's really excited about it. I'm not showing him the trailer yet, but he's excited. He'd be straight there at cinema, mate.
Yeah, so. yeah, definitely. Perry at work. There's a chap at work, Perry. He thinks it looks good, but one of the things he said to me is like, "Oh yeah, look, they've had to mention Guardians of the Galaxy because of James Gunn." But like I said to him, like, my dad loves the Guardians of the Galaxy films. He has no idea who James Gunn is, mate. If I said James Gunn, mate, no idea. So when that's on a TV or on a YouTube advert or anything, they have to add stuff like that, like from the guy who brought you Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. Now my dad will look at that and he'll think, "Oh, I really enjoyed the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I'll check that out." It's like it makes sense. It makes sense.
What did you reckon to the rock version of the Superman theme? Like a rockier version.
It's good, mate.
Yeah, I like
the little theme going through was good. Yeah. It's like it reminds me of the Hans Zimmer stuff, or like the Spider-Man ones when they started changing them slightly. It's sick, mate.
Yeah, like that little like rocky tune. It kind of reminded me of Guardians of the Galaxy, like that kind of style.
It's refreshing it, and you can see he's trying to do that. He's trying to bring a new spin on the classic style. So that's why I'm excited, because he's a massive fan. He's a big nerd, and James Gunn's into it, mate. Like, he's into the comics, he's into everything. So yeah,
it won't be just this. It'll be Superman. So everything he brings out.
Yeah, Superman, Batman. This is everything, mate. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's not. They might be good. It will be good. James Gunn is great. He's fantastic. He's proven over time and time again, especially with the superhero realm, that he knows what he's doing. He just really does. Yeah. I've got a little bit of news as well, anime related. Dandadan Season 2 dropping July next year also. Now, I've got a little bit to speak about for this. Dropping a Season 2 of an anime so close to the first season is goated, mate. Like, it needs to be normalised in the anime world, mate. We shouldn't be waiting 4 or 5 years for another season. Like, it's same with Kaiju number 8, mate. They need to normalise bringing out the dub and the sub simultaneously. And I think, Dandadan's doing it as well, isn't it? I'm watching Dandadan in dub every single week.
Yeah, same.
It's awesome. Like, they need to do that. It's going to get so many more people involved. We can't gatekeep something like anime, for example, because the world needs to know it. Because the more people that get involved, the more money the studios get, the better the animation gets, the quicker we can get them pumped out. I don't care about their sleep schedules, mate. I care about my podcast schedule and half, pal. I need them to be releasing new stuff on the regular, pal.
Yeah, sod them and their health. Get that stuff out, mate. Get that stuff pumped out so we can talk about it on this podcast. There's another trailer that dropped there, wasn't there?
Yeah, big one.
Karate Kid Legends. I'm excited about this one as well. Mainly because Jackie Chan's in it, to be honest.
Jackie Chan, mate. I love him.
It's a legend, mate. A legend.
One of my favourite actors as a child, Jackie Chan. He's just such a comedic actor, but he's also very, very skilled in stunts and obviously action and stuff as well. My biggest, not concern, but my biggest question mark on this is, how will it follow on from Cobra Kai? Like, I know you mentioned it's like 3 years after, I think, or something like that, after the events of Cobra Kai. But Cobra Kai finishes beginning of next year, obviously before this comes out. So I'm just wondering, is there going to be like a little bit of something maybe at the end of Cobra Kai, like a credit scene or something that sort of ties into the beginning of this movie. I think that'd be really cool if they do that and they manage to link everything together like in its own universe, because it needs to do it. Cobra Kai's fantastic. It started out as like a YouTube
I watched it on YouTube.
YouTube Red show, didn't it? Like a long time ago. They didn't expect it to be sort of as big as it is, and it's done great. Me and Martin obviously talk about it on the show, and so some more content within that universe is well warranted here, I must admit.
I did watch a video of the guy who plays the actor who plays Hawk in Cobra Kai, and when it did come out on YouTube, he was like, "I'm not going to go for this interview to get a role in this show. It's crap. It's YouTube, isn't it?" But his mum pushed him to do it, and now the show's literally blown up on it. And
I think he's got a podcast as well, to be honest with you. I keep seeing some clips. Yeah, I don't know if it's like a permanent thing or what, but I've definitely seen some clips. You know the guy who plays Miguel as well. He's been on it.
He's a legend, isn't he?
They have good fun, to be fair. It looks quite good. Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
But I'm excited about this new film, Karate Kid Legends. New character. It looks like they're going to fuse kung fu and karate together.
Yeah.
So Han, who's Jackie Chan's character from the Jaden Smith one, him and LaRusso are going to work together to help Han's top student kind of get this hybrid technique, which will be pretty decent as well. And in the trailer, you see the drum that Mr. Miyagi used to help Daniel LaRusso fight Chozen, change his style to beat him. So there's loads of little Easter eggs in there. But
exciting.
Some more. Yeah, it's going to be good, mate. I'm looking forward to it. There's a bit in the trailer what I really like, though, is the kid, the main dude in it, the fight, he runs up, it's like a car or something, he jumps on this ladder.
Oh, it's like a dumpster, isn't it? Like on an alleyway or something.
Yeah, he jumps on this ladder, spins around, kicks off the wall and boots some guys.
That is literally I feel like that was Jackie Chan's idea, mate. That's classic Jackie Chan, that was. And that's why I enjoyed that part, because I was like, this has literally got hints of Jackie Chan in it. It's awesome.
But there's a bit in the trailer as well where you see Jackie Chan fighting some other dudes. There's always punks, isn't they, knocking about, starting trouble. So you got to sort them out, and Jackie Chan's there to batter him.
Show me who's boss, mate.
Yeah, you got it, haven't you?
I've got one extra piece of news, and this is music news. Something we've not spoke about in a while on the old podcast. But for you metal fans, Killswitch Engage former members Adam D and Howard Jones. Howard Jones used to be the classic singer. These two are were members during some of their best days, including obviously the beauty that is My Curse, Mate. One of the most beautiful intros to any metal song ever. I'm just going to play a little bit for people now, just so they know what it is. Do you know what I mean? So you're getting copyright and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to get done in. But
there's a bit of a red flag on the video now.
But that is that's sort of like their era, sort of like 2006. They sort of joining forces now, and they're making their own band. So looking forward, to see what they bring. So Howard Jones is one of the classic metal singers, mate. He's one of the best in the business. He is, and it's been a long time since I've heard his voice. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I really am.
When you mentioned it earlier, and I was like, that dude's sick. He is sick singer. And you're like, yeah, he is. And then I started listening to Killswitch Engage on the way back from work. I was like, yeah, get that on, mate. Get Spotify on.
Classic Howard
Give it another listen.
I'm not bad mouthing the new singer, because some of the new songs are pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but there's something nostalgic as well, especially. That song, My Curse, mate, I went for a stage. I'm pretty sure I've got some sort of autism or something, mate. I listened to that for a week straight, 15 times on the way to work, 15 times on the way back from work. I was obsessed with it, mate. I
don't know if it's autism or what, but I've done that with other songs. So
yeah, just obsessive with it. But yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it, mate.
I've not really got any other news. No, that's it for me.
We have, however, got, as every week,
classic, mate.
Geek Sound, mate. We're going
Geek Sound.
Number 1.
You got any more?
Classic scene, mate.
So like we say every week, we're going to play 3 sound from a certain show, game, or TV show. And if you know it, have had good experiences with it, put the comments in the bottom of our YouTube. Let us know your thoughts on it. And we'll share it at the end of the episode. But should we talk about some anime?
Let's get some anime, mate. I want to jump straight to Blue Lock. Season 2, episode 11.
Blue Lock.
I think we maybe got 3 episodes left. I have heard a rumour that the final 2 episodes are going to be released together. I don't know how true that is. It's just something I saw. And obviously, you know what some of these rumour groups are like. I think some people just make stuff up, don't they, for likes. But it might be, it might not be. It might just be a longer part 1, part 2 finale episode. So something to look forward to. But right before we start this, right, people out there, spoilers FYI this is, mate, heavy spoilers. If you like the Blue Lock story and you're fed up of the crap animation and you don't want to read loads of manga chapters to get up to date, here's what I recommend you do, right? You get on Crunchyroll and you just look at the synopsis from each episode. So we're about to talk about episode 11, which I won't give you the synopsis for this episode. I'll read it at the end of when we've had a discussion. But last week's episode, for those who have seen last week's episode, here's how the synopsis for last episode reads. Shido joins the match in the second half and throws everyone off with his crazy play. After he scores a free kick, Chigiri and Nico get swapped out for Reo and Hiyori. With Blue Lock's new formation, Reo proves his worth with chameleon defense. That is the entire episode. You don't need to watch that episode. That is all of the episode. That is every plot point in that episode written down underneath the episode on Crunchyroll. You genuinely don't need to watch it. Like, I could read the next episode and be like, all right, okay, yeah, Sam, I'll just talk about it on the podcast then. They're my notes now. I'm going to just do that synopsis as my notes for each podcast. See if you click on.
So you get through it so quick, like, yeah, this happened. Like, that's it. What's next?
But yeah, I'll read. We'll chat about this episode, and then I'll read what the synopsis is at the end, because it's ridiculous, mate. Again, it's every plot point. It's just in the synopsis.
So basically, we'll talk about it, and then it'll be like a summary at the end. It'll literally just cover everything.
Yeah, I'll do a summary. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, this episode, however, started with. This isn't in the synopsis, with the infamous Isagi puzzle pieces, mate, after a small recap of Reo's chameleon, mate.
Yeah, it's quite impressed with the subs that Ego's made, hasn't he? Yo comes on, his passing skills, his moving has increased their chances of all-out attack. And Reo obviously come on with his chameleon defense, which is literally stopping Shido and all the other attackers. So, brilliant bit of play. And Izagi's like, no, it's my turn. He turns at Oliver Riker is like, now I will crush you. I was like, decent.
One thing about this episode, Shido loves men. He absolutely loves men, mate. There's a part in this first part where he starts saying that his brain's getting a stiffy. Like that made me laugh, mate. Like my brain's getting a stiffy from the electricity in the stadium.
Yeah, in this episode, Shido is very creepy, and some of the stuff
he's
like,
an odd bloke. He's an odd bloke. If he was in the UK, he'd be getting locked up. But Reo's on Shido, though, like a bad rash. His entire purpose is just to shut him down, completely and utterly shut him down.
We have another moment, don't we, where Shido gets the ball. He's like thinking to himself, "Oh, I'm born for making goals. That's what I was made for: scoring goals, surviving on the field." And his ability is obviously scoring. When he gets in the box, he's scoring from any angle to get his goals, whatever. Anyway, he gets the ball from Sai. Rio's on his back, and he like the Doberman, like literally on him. Like literally, he can't move, he can't do anything. He stops the play, and then Gargamaro gets like an easy save, doesn't he?
Yeah.
From a shot from Shido, because obviously Rio's on his case, mate. I am loving Rio a bit more now.
Yeah, he's cool. His play styles, he's better as a defender, isn't he? When he's not being mardy about our man Nagy, he's
first season's a bit of a mardy like bitch, but now he's shown his what he can do, and I understand a bit more. Like what you said last week about that guy, his favourite character is Rio. I'm starting to see
Yeah,
No,
that's what I mean.
no,
That chap I was on about. He's read all of the manga, so he's way further than like we are. Do you know what I mean? So he's got more of an understanding on the characters. However, in my head when I was watching this part here, I was thinking they're focusing far too much on Shido for something not to happen. Like they can't be focusing on Shido just for him to have his shots blocked or his shots saved. And then we get a scene, don't we? Where Shido, so basically the ball comes over and he's just like that, looking up, he's like, nah, I can have this. And like the representation that they do is pretty cool. It's one of the classic sort of like visuals that I do enjoy from this show, where he gets these like wings and he goes into a massive overhead kick.
I thought you meant the other animation. I was like,
oh no. I'm not talking about that one, mate. I'm talking about the good ones.
No, you can't let him know. You can't let him know, though.
But this was prime Zlatan Ibrahimovic, mate. But this was like absolute prime Zlatan, mate.
So I'm not going to talk about the animation.
There's a sperm animation as well, isn't there? Let's be honest.
Yeah, so he reckons he's the seed. The goal's the egg, and he's going to fertilise it, basically.
He's basically going to get the goal pregnant. That's it entire.
Yeah. And then I do like the animation with the wings, though. He's got the wings
sick,
coming
that
out.
Wings one was, wasn't it?
And he does literally a sick bicycle kick from the halfway line. Kagamaru's come out at this point to try. I think he gets the ball, doesn't he? Like kicks it away.
Yeah, it's just very, very inconvenient.
Shido catches him in no man's land. Bicycle kick, goal, mate.
Straight in.
Mental.
And then you get another classic from Izugi having an absolute meltdown. One of his absolute Marnie meltdowns that he has. But he has a little talk with Ego, doesn't he?
Yeah. There's a bit before that, though, which I liked. You know when Shido scored? And the fat advisor dude. He's like got a glass of wine on his head. He's like dancing around.
Yeah,
that's brilliant. No one ever does that. No one ever does that celebrating a goal. Like, this guy's got
literally balanced an entire glass of wine on his head, mate.
So what's he doing?
Proper legend, mate.
That Shido bit, like I was on about earlier, being a creep though. He literally like jumps over Sai.
Yeah.
And Sai's like, "Get off me!" Like throws him to the floor. He's like,
judo batters him, doesn't he?
You can touch me if you score a hat trick. I was like, what? There's only one goal away, mate. Don't give me promises like that.
Yeah, Isugi runs over to Ego, has a bit of a talk with Ego, and Ego's essentially accepted defeat. In my eyes, that's what I believe he has done.
Oh, okay.
So Isugi's thinking like, so he said, no, it's all according to plan. It doesn't matter if you lose or you win. You're all going to go on to do better things. Like Blue Lock's worked. I've created these fantastic strikers. Like Rin's going to go on to join the under-20s, blah, blah, blah. And Isugi's like, you're chatting shit. That's literally what he says. Honestly, it was Japanese voice actor said that in English randomly. I don't know why. But yeah, it's... he's basically like, no, Isugi's kicking off, mate. And then Ego's like, do you know what? Everyone's getting their egos here. I'm a bit fired up. Let's get our man in. Let's get Barrow in, mate.
Yeah, so another bit is like, I'm not bothered about all that. Like, are you going to move on to better things? So I want to win.
I want to win now.
This match. Yeah.
I want to win now, mate. I'm winning now.
He says like losers like dying, and he gets all fired up. He's like, tell us how to win, you four-eyed smoke. He goes like, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, fair enough, mate, fair enough.
Bring the Joker on, Barrow. So then we have Eater for Barrow. Barrow's on the scene, mate.
I forgot how good Barrow was, mate. How cool he was.
Yeah.
It's like his entire job is essentially just to tackle his own teammates, isn't it? Like basically.
Yeah, so Barrows was told before by Egos, like, what we do this game is basically devour Izugi when you come on. And doing so will fool the opposition. And that'll give you the advantage, because obviously the team will be like, what's going on? Why is he tackling his other teammates or whatever? And I love when he comes on, he takes the ball off Izugi. He's like, and Izugi goes, what are you doing? He's like, Izugi hunting. I was like, stick, bro, this guy is.
It's just the animation they put around Barrow, like the representation of like speed and stuff. It always looks pleasant, doesn't it? Like to your eyeballs, mate. It's always good to watch.
Yeah, so Ego at this point, he's obviously brought Barrow and he's like, this guy's a Joker because he wants the glory for himself. He ain't bothered about friend or foe. And he's brought on to bring chaos. So, and then we see Barrow literally running through the defence on it with his speed and dribbling, just like smashing through players on like a berserk mode. And I love the bit of that. He's like, passing me the ball. He's like, I won't pass you the ball if the world was upside down. They're just like a almighty shot on it as the post. Like you hear the echo through the arena from in the post. Like,
It's good, mate. It's sick.
Oh, past you if the world was upside down.
I love him, I do. But essentially, this episode, everyone in the under-20 team, so Shido's found his flow state anti. And then we get Aiku. Aiku?
Q, Can you, innit? The fast dude, isn't it? Can you with the goggles, isn't it?
He's found his flow state. And then it's the defender bloke as well, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, Oliver Aiku, isn't it?
Aiku, yeah. He's sick as well, mate. But everyone's buzzing, mate. Everyone in the under-20 team is just finding flow state. And Blue Lock's just, they're bugging it, mate, basically. I don't know what's going to happen. It's all going to start clicking, though. It's going to start clicking, mate. It's got to.
Izzy's film is like, this guy's got the flow state. This guy's got the flow state. Listen, everyone but him.
It just reminds me of that meme, doesn't it? You get a flow state. You get a flow state. You get a flow state. Everyone gets a flow state.
But that, I love the bit where Kenyu just get the flow state, and he literally like, it's got a guy with the dodgy eyes, hasn't he? 10p or whatever his name is. Gone past him, mate. And it's like using different players, and it's like weaving between them like that. And obviously that 10p guy can't stop him because he's gone, mate. But the good thing with that Kenyu is he's got like street style skills.
Yeah.
So like we talked about earlier, it's like FIFA Street, isn't it? Yeah. So he's got all them skills, mate. And them skills in a game, mate, no one's stopping you if you've got them skills, mate.
Impossible, mate. Classic Brazilian, isn't it?
But he does that gyro shot, doesn't he? Or gyro shot. He thinks it's going in. It's like, yeah, it's definitely going in, mate, 100%. Oliver Aiku, mate, puts his head on the line, doesn't he?
Stops it. Can't be done. Oh, big head.
But
yeah, pretty good episode.
Yes, so we've got like 3 more episodes, isn't it?
3 left now, I think. Yeah, I think there's only 14. Now, just to recap this episode from the Crunchyroll synopsis, Shido enters the flow, unleashes his big bang drive to score another goal. Isagi demands that Ego let them win, and Ego subs Barrow in to cause chaos on the field, and the other players start to find their flow. There you go, that's every plot point, mate. Done and dusted.
That's it, mate.
That's your recap.
We brought it all in. We brought it all into the...
That's your recap with our favourite parts.
Looking back at that episode, though, that bit with the sperm and the egg and stuff, I was like, what is going on here, man? Is this like a sex education lesson or what?
It's mad, mate. Madness.
But, I don't know, yeah. Like when you see all the other people's like animations for stuff and how it's like brought across, then you see that you're like, I don't see how that applies to football, but you know. Yeah. Should we do a bit of dun-dun-dun?
Yeah, mate. Dun.
So we've dun-dun-dun. We've got this episode, and then next week is the finale.
Done. Yeah, sad times, mate. Sad times to come.
What, like you say, coming back next year, isn't it? So
yeah, soon as well, mate.
The wait's not long.
Mate, this new bloke, GG.
He's mental, isn't he?
He's got ADHD or something, he has, hasn't he? Momo, you're still a cutie!
He comes in done straight away bonkers, isn't he, mate?
He's mad. He's absolutely mental, isn't he?
Yeah, so Gigi's, as we found out last week, is Momo's first crush. Momo, not a fan of him, is she?
No, she doesn't like him.
Shut up, mate. Shut up, darling. And but I love the bit where Gigi's literally all over his granny, isn't he? Over her granny.
Oh, you're as beautiful as ever.
He's like eating the food. He's like, oh, you're amazing. You're brilliant.
He's like, this is why you're a genius.
But we find out Gigi's staying with them now. Obviously, Momo's fuming about that. But we find out that Gigi can now see ghosts. And obviously he moved in a new house in the forest with his parents, and he starts having these strange vibes in different rooms, bathroom, kitchen, all that. There's like told other people are not bothered, and then this ghost of the house approached Gigi, doesn't he? And then suddenly his parents got like really sick and ill for no reason. He got all these spirit mediums in to help out, get rid of this ghost. 3 of them died, killed himself.
Brown bread.
And everyone's like, you know what? I've got this one lady that can solve it all.
This makes me laugh.
Momo's granny, innit?
What made me laugh before that, though, is when Ira's like, oh no, he's another demon. They're all demons. And then she just runs off. What?
Yeah, she thinks like the Ragnarok's coming, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Like, right. I'm going to get my army then. I'm going to get my army.
I'm going to build my army. And she just legs it, bro. But one of the things, again, like this show, like that guy, Gigi, dead goofy, mate. Definitely got ADHD, like off his head. And he just gets really serious telling the story, doesn't he? But one of the other things about this show as well, like when it shows you the mediums that murk themselves off, it shows you the stills, doesn't it? Like one's hanging, one's on a train track, one's obviously clearly jumped off the roof. It's just they've like it's this dead silly show, and they just add these like little dark little bits into it, don't they? It's proper random.
It reminds me of that Elusive Samurai I watched. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's all like funny. Next minute, someone had their head chopped off.
Next minute, what?
It's like a head rolling away. Like, okay. But so Momo's grandma, she can't use her powers outside the city. So Momo has been given a task, and she's got to solve this case.
Yeah, so Psycho's like, basically I'm the only person that can solve it, but I can't use my powers outside the city, so you're gonna have to do it. She's like, what? And
then she's like, yeah, the golden ball of Okrun's is definitely there. It's got to be.
It's got to be there.
This ghost has got to have it. And he goes, if you do it, I'll make you a deal. I'll buy you school uniforms for life, mate. That's the deal. So, but this next bit with Gigi.
Mate, he's so extra, isn't he? So, like, he's in their school now, basically, isn't he? And in class, he's shouting that him and Momo are lovers, isn't he? Me and Momo are lovers. She's like, we're not.
He's like, we're in lovers. He's like, calm down, everybody. I hope it's okay, man. And then Momo's trying to shut him up by, like, throttling him.
He's like headlocking that.
But one of Momo's friends jumps in, doesn't she? She's like, this girl is off limits.
Yeah, she's with Okrun, mate. What do you mean?
Yeah. Then it gets a bit mad, doesn't it?
It gets a bit mad, mate. So Okrun's in a bit of a mod, isn't he? Because he's like, oh, she don't love me anymore, blah, blah.
Yeah. Jealousy, innit? Jealousy's hit.
And then, so he's behind the school again, like he was before, doing a bit of working out, trying to get stronger, trying to get better, just improving himself, and I respect it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you get this half-naked muscle bloke just run past, don't you?
It's like a mannequin out of the science lab, isn't it?
It is literally a mannequin. Like half of it's just a body, and half of it's just like they've got no skin, so you can see its brain comes out, heart comes out, or it's like what's the word? It's an anatomical mannequin, isn't it?
Mm. And he's on a mission, isn't he? He's running somewhere.
Oh yeah, he's fast, mate. He is as well.
It's definitely not the toilet he's running to as well, mate.
No, mate, he's not bothered about that.
Especially after them chili Doritos I did today, mate. Finished the pack off, didn't
it? Did you? You'll be dead, mate. No wonder you had a nap.
Yeah. It was so much I was there, like, overheated. Yeah.
But Momo was ready to stop this bloke. Gigi's got in the way, and when he's leaped over, she thinks she's seen something. She's like, Okrun, I think he's got your ball. And then Gigi's then spun out and he's like, are ball jokes just dead funny here or something? Like, why are they always talking about balls?
Yeah. I love that bit where she's on the floor. You just see between his legs. Like,
it's like a flash. But obviously she's grabbed him. Momo and Gigi just has him through the air, aren't they? Okrun's obviously tried transform to try and catch up with him. But yeah, it's just mental, isn't it? It's just another chase scene, isn't there?
I love when Okrun in all-out form, he basically saves Gigi and Momo, but then Gigi is whacking Okrun on the back of the head. He's like, what's going on, this monster or whatever? And then Momo's like, it's Okrun, what are you doing?
It's Okrun, leave him alone.
Yeah. But yeah, so they finally... So the guy splits apart, doesn't he? The mannequin splits apart.
He falls to bits, doesn't he? And he's like trying to reassemble himself.
So reassembles, he runs off. Momo when he fell apart, Momo got his heart, so she could kind of like find out where he is, like punching his heart and stuff, find out where he is.
Proper torturing him. He hasn't even done it wrong, has he?
So he's at this junkyard, isn't he? He's made it to the junkyard. This is where he's running to. Then we have this moment where we find those mannequins called Toro, isn't it? Toro. And basically he's looking for his bird meat. He's got a girl.
He's got a shorty, hasn't he? Female version of him, basically.
In
She's
the
like,
rubbish,
oh,
mate.
no, I'm an old model. No.
Everybody loves me, I'm an old model.
I'm an old model, I'm in the junkyard.
Out to date.
But then he's got this like dead romantic speech, hasn't he? And in the background, Okarun's like getting all kinds of feelings from it, isn't he? Like, oh no. Sees obviously the connection with him and Momo.
Yeah.
It's like the most romantic thing in this episode, or in this series at all, is just two haunted mannequins. Basically, it's like the most romantic thing in the show. It's two mannequins, bro.
And that's the one thing that like gets Okarun like in the right mind frame to actually say something to to Momo about his feelings.
These two mannequins, man.
that woman as well, the woman mannequin, mate. Fucking hell, she's done out, isn't she?
Oh yeah, she's proper done for, mate. She is.
Not that mannequins are good looking, but
Yeah.
she's definitely down there on the
Bottom of
scale.
the barrel, mate. Bottom of the barrel.
But it's not what's on the outside, mate. It's what's on the inside.
Oh aye.
That's what they say. Sometimes. Right then. That's another show done. You got no synopsis for this, no?
Shall I have a look?
Yeah, no.
See if Crunchyroll's just putting spoilers in everything, mate. Let's have a look. Right, done. Gotta be careful, mate. I don't read today's.
Oh yeah.
Last episode's out as we are speaking about this right now. Let's go to the cursed house. Right. Let me just mute this. Show more. Right, so Momo's childhood friend Gigi appears and begins living in Momo's house. Gigi has been worrying about apparitions in the house he moved into. Okarun is clearly disturbed hearing that. Gigi's Momo's first love and tries to distance himself from Momo.
No, that's not really.
Kind of, but
It's not Blue Lock
it's
stuff,
better.
is it?
It's better in it. Like that's kind of what you expect. You get an idea of it, because obviously that's stuff that was already mentioned really in the last episode. Apart from the house, that's it.
So I'm assuming, like, going into the next episode, the mannequin hasn't got his one ball.
I'd imagine not.
No.
It'd be short. There won't be a season 2 if he got his ball back. Surely they can't have his ball back, mate.
I don't think it's all about balls, though, is it?
I don't
Or
know.
is it?
Could be. Because let's be honest, when he gets his ball back, his powers are going back to Turbo Granny, aren't they?
What if Okarun's like, these two mannequins are getting on with it? It's like, you can have my dong.
Here's my tallywhacker. I don't care about it.
Borrow my tallywhacker. Thank you.
Borrowed schlong for you. Right, an anime that me and Martin have been absolutely loving these last few weeks, months, or however long we've been talking about it. Fire Force, 23, 24, Season 1, done and dusted. And episode 23 kicks off as it left off a week later. Still got me hyped. Shoei's seeing all his memories. Shinra's link to him. Honestly, some great animation in this. And funnily enough, a lad who we work with, Josh, who will hopefully be a guest on the podcast at some point soon. We just obviously got to sort it out. He mentioned today, he says, oh, have you watched Fire Force? I was like, fucking hell, mate. Funnily enough. Me and Martin just finished watching season 1, mate. Get on it. Because he's obviously heard about it. He's heard about the great, obviously, the sound quality in this show as well when they're fighting and from the fire and the explosions and obviously the animation and the word's about. It's been out for a while, but people are still wanting to watch it. So if you haven't, get on it. It's fantastic. It really is. It's a very good show. I'm very much enjoying this show. But yes, episode 23, mate. We're on it.
I did talk to Josh about, I guess what got you on Fire Force, like what got you on that path or whatever. And obviously, Josh in the Discord, so join the Discord, mate, chat to him there. But he said he spoke to his brother, because his brother's like massive into anime. Massive. Yeah. And his brother
brother's
kind
younger
of like...
than him, I think, isn't he?
Yeah. His brother kind of like... He's been to Japan as well. His brother
Yeah.
directed them to Fire Force. Like, honestly, mate, watch it. It's so good. Like, Fire Force is better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh yeah,
Much better. Like,
massively.
so, because we went into it not expecting it, like anything big, but then we saw the show, Shimra, mate, all these other characters. So good.
Oh, it's
And
sick,
like,
mate.
I kind of felt a bit sad when I was finishing the final episode of season 1. I was
Yeah,
like,
it was
oh,
weird, mate. It was weird, wasn't it? It's like this one
yeah,
as well. Like, obviously, shows sort of like seeing all his memories now, isn't he? Because obviously, as I say, Shimmer's linked to him, and you get this like entire sequence. Obviously, very good animation in the process of all that happening. Seeing his backstory too of him, and obviously him in school, he's got no friends. Everyone hates him. He's been blamed for everything. It just makes you really feel sorry for his character. And obviously, like anime does that sort of thing quite well, where Naruto's like that as well, where Naruto's sort of like grew up alone and he's had no friends. Everyone's horrible to him. He's so like mistreated almost in a sense, like. But it as for younger people, in my opinion, like my son, obviously, who's 8 years old, I think it's a great representation for people that are younger to say, like, this is what people don't understand about anime. Like, he's gone through all these hardships and he's had all this negativity in his life, but it hasn't changed who he is. Like, he's still on the right path. He's still trying to be good. He's trying to save people. And I think it does have a good reflection on younger people. So a lot of these things, like, if people are unsure about anime, like, it's amazing, mate. It's got a great message to it most of the time. Don't get me wrong, there's some that do not. There is some that do not, mate. Like anything that's got different genres, but a lot of these shonen anime type animes, like Fire Force, like Naruto, like maybe not Dan the Dan, mate. Don't put your kids on Dan the Dan.
or the last episode of Blue Lock, mate.
Yeah.
The sperm and fertilizer the goal and all that. What? But I'd definitely recommend this show. Like, I've really enjoyed the show. I'd definitely recommend it as like a first anime for anyone because it's such an easy anime to get into, and I think it'd be a good starting one personally. But
Yeah.
for yourself, but
Yeah, and in this episode, you start seeing Shinra somewhat get into show as well, and now, obviously, show's sort of getting some of the feelings, sort of like, oh, he cries, doesn't he, in one of the scenes, like, he's remembering all this stuff, remembering how he felt, obviously, about his mum and his brother, and yeah, it's quite an emotional episode, really, isn't it? And then you get this absolute nutter, mate, with a crown. She's mental, that woman, isn't she?
oh yeah, she is. What's her name? It's like Hannah.
Halmes or something, yeah.
How am I hearing it?
Old
It's
hummus.
just before that though, like the amount of like information you're given to like the past of Shimra, like when he sees the demon and stuff, in the Day of the Fire, and obviously it brings back all like the whole world thought Shimra killed his brother and his mum, and how we had to deal with all that like coming up and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously at episode 24 we get even more on that, don't we? Yeah, the last two episodes, very, very good episodes in terms of story anyway. Yeah, I've loved these last two episodes, honestly, so good. But yeah, so basically he's finally getting to show, Shimmer is, and then this Hormea woman, or whatever her name is she's mental, mate. She's absolutely mental. She has some sort of like electric power or something, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Honestly, she's strong, she is.
It's used like electric impulses, like pulses to like control people, don't she? Basically. But I also, there's that bit as well. You know, when the bit that finally cracks show was the bit where he has that memory, doesn't he, where like he's lying on his back as a baby, and like a newspaper flies off the side, and, like lands on his face, and like covers him in darkness. And it's his brother Shimra that saves him.
Yeah, it takes the paper off.
And I love the bit where it's like he has that thing and he's like crying his eyes, and that Shimra puts his hand on the back of his head, doesn't he? That pulls him close, and he goes, "You've been in the darkness so long, or whatever. Now I've come to." I apologise to him, doesn't he? He's like,
Yeah,
"I'm sorry, you've been in the darkness so long.
You there so long, yeah."
Your big brother's here to like save you or whatever. It's like sick, mate. Sick.
So good, mate. I love it. I've absolutely loved these last two episodes, mate.
If he's a more emotional man, I'd have tears, mate. But I'll say like I had to hold myself. I was like,
hold it, mate. You got to hold it. Special occasions, special movies only, in it, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, going back to Almea, she is a deadly character, isn't she? And there is one weak point, though, isn't there? His name is Arthur. And that Excalibur sword.
Oh yeah.
She's having issues, isn't she? Because
she can't do it, mate.
You know what annoyed me though? Like Shimmer did all that work, and now Mia comes along, mate, just switches flipping show back on, mate, to evil mode and walks off.
I know.
It's like, what's going on?
It's like she's just stunned him, like she's brainwashed him to not feel anything, sort of thing. And obviously he's gone off. But then you got Shimmer's just chilling with a sword in his chest.
Yeah, that bit I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it? There's a lot of stuff like in the next episode as well. A lot of stuff comes out, and you're like, flipping it, mate. This is dark. Mate. This is dark.
Like one of the things is mad as well. Isn't it? It's like how they just want to just destroy the world. Like if you destroy the world, like you will literally just destroy yourself as well. Like it's pointless, isn't it? Like, they're just cultist nutters, aren't they?
Well, obviously, yeah, Shimmer's on the ground. He's got his like sword sticking out of him. It shows Katana in it because he warped so fast.
Yeah,
got stabbed up, mate. And that's he just say, "Why are you doing all this kind of thing?" And Almir's got loose lips, hasn't she? She likes to split out a lot of stuff, and she does say about the great cataclysm that happened like 250 years ago. It kind of didn't burn everything.
Yeah.
But now they're getting all these people with Ebola bursts. They're going to make a proper good job of it. Proper good job of it, innit?
You know what they say about people that chat shit, though, don't you, mate?
Get banged, mate.
They get banged, mate, so it's coming, innit?
It's funny when the owner as well. He's obviously watching as well. He's like, sees how Mia's like got loose lips. He's like, shut up, mate. Why are you telling him all this kind of thing? But yeah, that Mia, she's a deadly one. But I love the bit where obviously she tells us about all the earthquakes in it. Like the evangelist is causing these earthquakes. And then there's one that big earthquake happens, it starts like bringing the place down, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, obviously the latest earthquake, like you say, is obviously allowed them to escape from Company 8 because you've got all the geezers there now, mate. The boys are there, aren't they? The boys are there, the girls are there. They're just ready, mate.
Shimmer's on his last legs, mate, and then the boys turn up, don't they? The boys
are back in town. The boys are back in town.
The start of the... Oh no!
No, it's still got some more. They take Shimmer to, is it Huang or whatever, that woman?
Oh mate, that's
her ability basically helps. It can heal people essentially, can't she? So she's trying to save Shimmer. She's from Company 6, I think, isn't she? And she's their captain, isn't she? She's the captain of Company 6, and they basically specialise in healing. And they've saved old Shinny boy, haven't they?
So this she's so their company is like ties with the Temple of Sol, isn't it? So it's like healing and stuff like that. And she uses this like ability, the snake ability, like the rod of, is it Athelis or something?
I didn't write the name down, but yeah.
Yeah, it's basically the medicine snake icon. She uses that. She summons it, sends it into the body, and then kind of heals. It does its thing. The snake does its thing, heals up. But she's a bit nervous about this one because Shimmer's in really bad shape, and she's like, basically, if it'll only work properly if his flame's strong enough. Obviously, he's a beast, mate. So
he's a Dolan boy. He's a Dolan boy. Anyway. He's gonna get it. No
so it's a Dola burst happens, and obviously he's got that flame in it. Literally, like heals him perfectly.
And then he gets a little visit. He gets a little visit by Company 1's captain, Captain Burns. Which is a fitting name, really, isn't it, for someone that sets on fire? But
he's sick, he's
so sick, bro. He comes to see Shimmer and he tells him obviously about what happened to his family and how he knew about it all along. And then he's offered Shimmer out for a fight, and that's the end of episode 23. And now I was spun out when I started watching episode 24 because I was like, "Go on, I'll let you finish that bit."
That is a bit where he wakes up. Shimmer wakes up. He's like, it's been a few days out of it, and he wakes up. He's like flipping starving. He's like gagging for like some rice, and then funny enough, Burns comes in.
Rice balls and that, hasn't
he comes in for a chat, and he's like, and as he brings the rice balls, and literally noshing him, isn't he? So he's getting his strength up for something.
He's getting there, mate. He's getting
it.
But when I watched episode 24, I first wrote down a note. I was like, are they just going to forget that Burns came? What's happening? Because it starts off with Shimmer's healed, and Vulcan's picked him up, And obviously, he's in his head. He's obviously a bit depressed, and he's like upset about everything that's happened with Show, and he's obviously beating himself up a little bit about it. You've got Vulcan, to be fair. Vulcan's being a great sort of like shoulder to for him to lean on, and he's being a good friend, giving him some good advice. One thing that made me laugh is that it's all about Arthur. Arthur keeps like shredding all the paper, doesn't he? So they've taped his sword to the wall so he can't use it in the background. You can just see his like sword taped to the wall. But yeah, I honestly thought they just forgot to put the Shinra versus Burn stuff in there. But then obviously after that bit, the Burns part obviously started after there, so after the opening, and it was very, very well animated, mate. I'll tell you that for free, pal.
So when we start watching this show, Burns came into it like, this guy's dodgy, mate.
I was unsure, mate. If people go back to that fucking episode we watched where he first came into it, I was very hesitant on him, mate. I was. He was
dodging questions.
He was one of our number one suspects, wasn't he?
We had our like Sherlock Holmes outfit on something like that. Guy's definitely.
Not seen it.
Like Holmes and Watson over here, mate. We're like, yeah, we've got him straight away. Don't need to watch any of the rest of the show. But Burns is, oh mate, he's so good. There's an explanation of what he does with his power. I wrote it all down, mate.
You got it, yeah.
But I have, yeah.
One part that made me laugh though. Shimra's about to swear at Captain Burns.
Yeah.
He's like, you faker. But mate, so I'd love to see Burns in a proper fight. Get him and Benny on the scene, mate, together. Yes, mate.
But I love the bit where that Burns is like, knowledge is to the weak is dangerous. He goes, he's like, come on, mate, let's see what you can do, kind of thing. Like, prove yourself, and I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And then we have this like Sephiroth-esque battle, don't we?
Mate, you know the part where Burns has stood there with a fire around him, with like a flame where his eye patch is.
Oh, man.
That was enough, mate. Enough, mate, to nearly turn me bisexual, pal. I was like, this man here. You know what I'm like, mate. A man.
Good eye patch.
A man with grey/white hair and a good eye patch, bro. Like Deathstroke, innit? All over again, mate. I was thinking, this guy's so fucking cool. Like, he would make insane computer background material, mate. I'm going to get a wallpaper engine, pal, and I'm going to search Captain Burns Company 1, see what's going off, mate. Because he was fucking, that scene there, that one bit there was so good. So good, mate.
And the fight as well, the fight between them both. Like, Shinra's doing all his like awesome like roundhouse kicks and fire kicks, and you're like, and he's just blocking him, and he's like,
oh, he's not bothered, mate. However, Shinra manages to get a hit on him, doesn't he? And it's actually hurt him. Like, it's impressed him, hasn't it? Like,
that fire, when his eye goes on fire, mate. He looks like an emboss in a game, but he's
so
not.
Sick,
he's like,
mate. And he's a good guy. Like, this is mad.
But yeah, he gets hit on the ring, like, and then it's like Captain America's like, yeah, impressive. You've got a lot stronger now.
Yeah, because even he's like, wow, like no one's managed to like hit me in a long time, sort of thing.
It basically says like you've turned from like a sputtering flame into like this raging inferno. It's like, yeah, I'm impressed. Tickle me impressed. He says. I didn't say that, but I made that bit up. But
I reckon he said it. In my head, he said it now.
If I was to, do the voice for that, that's what he'd say.
Respect,
but basically, he tells him everything, doesn't he? And then with like a little flashback.
Everything. Show was the start of it. Basically, he's the reason that the fire and started, and Shimra's got his abilities. It's awakened Isodola. Obviously, Shinra thinks his mum's the demon in the Nether. Obviously, he wants to save her because notice that the demon pulled its horns down, it covered its eyes, and she's like, "Yeah, that is your mum, mate." And he's like, "Well, I've seen her knocking about, pal, so I might go visit her."
It's that Almea again, isn't it? She's a young Almea. She's there, like she's in the neighborhood 12 years ago. She's like, somewhere around here will be the next, like a new Adolabus will be born, kind of thing. So she's there. She's there from the start, mate. She's one of the lead characters the evangelist is using. But the bit why the demon pulls its horns over its eyes is because He comes face to face with the evangelist, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can't look at the evangelist.
Nice.
You can't anyway because he's got a crown on his head. But yeah, that's basically what. We got chinning.
I'd give him the old fucking 5-knuckle shuffle, mate.
But when Shinra was in the they had his Adola link, and he was in that like kind of other Hell. It was called Hell, wasn't it, or Adola?
He's just Hell in it, yeah.
He did see the Horned Demon, didn't he? So
yeah, Big Burn's been knocking about.
It's just when he came out with all this stuff, I was like, flipping it.
Yeah, you learn Burns is like that's where he got his injury from as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because he saw the other side, didn't he? He saw the other side and burnt his eyeball out, mate.
Made him look cool, so it's all right.
Well, I want to see more of this than Burns down me.
I must admit, right, I have loved both these episodes, but it didn't feel like a season finale, if that makes sense. They weren't really
the fight and stuff, yeah.
They weren't that much of a cliffhanger. It felt just like the end of a normal episode, didn't it, almost?
Yeah.
But obviously we'll be picking this back up in the new year now. So next week's episode, we've got Jump Fest this weekend, so we're going to discuss stuff from there that we're interested in. We've got a couple of fun bits, fun little segments to do as well, haven't we? So we're not going to be picking Fire Force up again now until sort of like first week of January or something like that. I think it is.
Well, we're going to have, with this Jump Fest coming out, we're going to have a bit of an anime special next week.
Yeah.
At the end of the year, anime special, we're going to look over our first year of podcasting. So we're going to look at our best moments, the things we look for, like the things we enjoyed, the shows and the anime and stuff. So yeah, tune in. It's going to be good. I'm trying to think about all the laughs that we've had.
I know. I'd love to.
But we've had some good times. It's been decent.
I'd love to go back and just figure out get clips from stuff and just do like a little bit of a compilation. But
I've got my favourite moment from it was a couple of weeks back on it.
Oh yeah, the TikTok one,
I'll tell you next week, innit?
My favourite moments from you, mate. Telling me about you dying, bro. That was funny as hell. That was. It's dead.
Well, I'll tell you my favourite one is the bit when you did that. So basically, you did a TikTok short, and it did pretty well, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a filter, wasn't it? Like a zombie survival filter.
And then we had, so it was a zombie survival filter, but we were trying to do it the opposite way. So we got trying to get the worst team.
We were trying to get the least chance of survival.
Yeah, to get killed off basically. And Ian had done one. It did pretty well. And then we got a notification on TikTok, didn't we, saying, someone's used your filter. I was like, check it out. And look, basically, they've used Ian's voice and his sound from his video.
Sound from the video, didn't they?
I put it on a short of them just doing the zombie survival thing. So it made no sense. I think Ian talks about he picked Albert Einstein and it's like, Albert Einstein's already dead, to be fair, whatever. Obviously, we're trying to get the lowest rating. And then
this guy's picked some other guy, a completely different person.
Yeah, like Samuel Jackson or something. Like, mate, when I saw it, I was. But the thing is, his face isn't even on it. It's just like a blank screen, like a black screen.
Yeah, but I bet people,
it's just so funny, man.
People who watched that, I bet they thought, mate, that's not Albert Einstein. What are you on about, bro? I might go back to see if I can find it and check the comments.
Oh man, it's so funny. I mean, I look at the guy's profile. He ain't got much likes and stuff. He's not. I don't think he's trying to push anything because he's got no hashtag on his shorts and stuff.
I think he just did it just wanting to do it, didn't he?
I just remember being at work and I just saw that and I was laughing me up and I was like, I think I messaged in on WhatsApp, innit? I was like, not WhatsApp, Messenger. I was like, check this out, man. It's so funny. So you like the KFC dying thing?
Yeah, it's funny though, that was, mate. I'm going to play another sound.
Wow. What a hole.
Wow. What a hole. Legend.
Well, just going back to Fire Force, though, the last two episodes are sick, and there's a lot of information that we haven't mentioned. Like, there's loads of stuff in there.
So much stuff happens, mate.
So much backstory. Burns literally spills the beans on that he knew about everything 12 years ago. He knew everything. But honestly, guys, watch it. Enjoy it, mate. It's so good. Definitely recommend it. We both recommend it. So do it, mate. And if you've got any other thoughts or other things you picked up on that we didn't mention, put it in the comments at the bottom. Follow
Get it in the
YouTube.
comments.
What do we do now then, mate? What do we do now?
Right, so everyone knows Game Awards 2024 happened recently.
Last week, wasn't it?
We thought it'd be fun to talk about just 5 things that we're excited about that were either announced or spoke about or shown at the Game Awards. And we've done a top 5, haven't we?
And maybe we could put the link you sent me of all the trailers. Maybe we could put it in Discord or something so people can check it out, or in the bottom of this.
Yeah, man.
In the link in this video. But do you want me to start? Number 5?
Yeah, number 5.
Right, number 5 for me is Outer Worlds 2. The first game came out. I loved it, mainly because I got it for free. But I loved it, and it's brought by the company who brought New Vegas, Fallout. The first game was fun, space adventure, Fallout style. And in the first one, it had really likable characters and a good story. So I'm hoping more of the same from the second one. So bring it on. I think that comes out next year, I believe. So that's my number 5.
I'm just going to tell you now, I have no idea when any of these are coming out.
I kind of got some of them.
My number 5 is Turok Origins. Now, we spoke about Turok recently. Although this isn't a remake of the ones that we necessarily wanted to remake, the reason that it's made my list is because, as I say, we've spoke about it recently, and I'm really happy to see that this world is sort of getting a second lease of life and being brought to life again. So it's going to bring back some of the old N64 and GameCube sort of nostalgia days for me, hopefully. But yeah, Turok Origins. Hopefully, it's going to be good.
With that one as well, when we played the ones on the N64, it had a futuristic aspect to it. Obviously, it's about dinosaurs, so you're going to love it instantly. But I love it. In this trailer, it's shown that there's futuristic bits in it.
You know what to expect from it.
So the characters change. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Number 4 for me, Onimusha, Where the Blade. Comes out.
I'm just going to say my number 4 is also Onimusha.
So we'll talk about it together.
So we'll talk about it together, mate.
Yeah, let's do it, mate.
In my opinion, I thought this series was long forgotten, bro, if I'm honest with you. I used to love it on PS2, mate, this.
I didn't play all of them. I played the original one, which is number 1.
Yeah.
I played that, and as you know from Capcom's recent remakes of games, bang on, mate. Bang on.
Very good.
So all the Resident Evils, mate, have come back. They've remade them all.
They've done a very good job of all of them.
Very good job, yeah. But this trailer looked really good, didn't it?
It looked fun. I enjoyed it, mate. It looks good. Yeah, it looks really good.
And with this game as well, I played a bit of the first one, but I don't really know the storyline. All I know is you're fighting demons and you're collecting these spirit things. So I'm looking forward to giving it a go and enjoying the story more, going in fresh and learning the story and
especially it's a Japanese setting, samurai-esque type thing.
Yeah.
We naturally on this channel we absolutely love. So perfect.
Bring it on, mate. I love it.
Perfect, mate. What's your number 3?
So my number 3 is Intergalactic, which is the new game brought by Naughty Dog. Let me start off by saying the protagonist in this, I don't know what's going on there, but the game looks fun. You know what I'm on about it.
This isn't on the list, by the way, this one.
The trailer looks fun. With Naughty Dog, all their games are good. Last of Us, Crash Bandicoot, Uncharted. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what this is all about. They did promise that a futuristic game will be coming out and they'll be making it. So, I'm looking to seeing more of gameplay and stuff like that. See how it all unfolds. But yeah, bring it on, mate. Bring it on.
My number 3, Project Century, mate. I didn't even know about this until I started watching that, but
I don't know what.
Yeah, it's based in 1915 Japan, bro. Do I need to say more, mate? Do I need to say more, bro?
This is by the people, Yakuza people, isn't it?
Yakuza people, yeah, it's literally Yakuza people. 1915 Japan, bro.
There's just a bit where the guy walks out the bar, isn't it?
It's like stumbling out, scrapping it straight away, mate.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if it would be called that as a
I
final
don't.
title.
It's not. I think
No,
that's just what they've got it called right now, isn't it? It's the
yeah, that's what they
project
do. Like,
by century sort of.
yeah,
Because there's one on there. It's literally like unnamed game.
mm. That's what they did with like Assassin's Creed Red, didn't they? They called it Red, and then but
Yeah.
obviously it's the new Japan one, isn't it? But yeah, it looks good, man. It looks fun. It looks fun. There's a bit where the guy's got two like iron bars in his hand. He's like about to smash one up. I was like, definitely Yakuza style. That is.
Oh yeah.
Number two.
Number two. What's your number two?
Mine is Mafia: The Old Country. Comes out summer next year. And if you know me, you know I love the Mafia series. I've played all three of them. I've played number 1 and 2 twice or 3 times maybe. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is back in the old country, so it was Sicily, wasn't it? So they're in Sicily, and the trailer looks really good, doesn't it? For what you
Oh, it looks awesome. I must admit, I didn't put it on my list because I'm not up to date with the Mafia games. However, this was on my honourable mentions, and it very did nearly make the list because it looks very good, and the trailer was very, very good. So, yeah, it does.
But it comes out summer 25, so you got time to play all 3 games.
Plenty of time, mate.
I'm assuming it's like it'd be like one of the characters from the Mafia games, like when he's younger. I'm assuming, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything because you haven't played him. But yeah, I think that's what it will be.
My number 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for PC, mate.
Nice.
As somebody who hasn't got a PlayStation, I can finally play this game.
Have you played Remake?
I don't have a PlayStation, mate. Oh yeah, I played that, but
yeah. No, you played Remake though, weren't you, on PC?
Yeah. I've not completed it, but I have played it. But I'm just saying, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's coming to PC, mate. That's exciting news, mate. For me, that's exciting news, mate.
Me, obviously, you know I'm a massive Final Fantasy fan, so I'm pleased for you, mate. I'm pleased for you. I've got Rebirth on PS5. I've still not played it much, but I'm thinking about doing like a Let's Play as well.
Yeah,
I do love them games, but yeah, I didn't expect that from you. Honestly, I didn't expect that number 2. But yeah, good choice. Number 1. It's yours probably the same, to be honest. Number 1. Witcher
4, isn't it, mate? It's got to be Witcher 4, mate. It's realistically, if you had to say which game out of everything did you want to play, this would be the one. You know, if you say you have to delete every game announced at the Game Awards, mate, 2024, and only keep one, it's Witcher 4, isn't it? Let's be real.
Yeah, so in the Witcher 4, great trailer, cinematic trailer only, no gameplay. Ciri's the main protagonist, and for people who are moaning out there,
shut your mouth.
Yeah, shut your mouth. But also, if you play Witcher 3 at the end of Witcher, spoilers, the end of Witcher 3, Geralt pretty passes over the mantle to Ciri.
It's the only way. Like, people trying to sort of say, "Oh, it's woke agenda sort of thing," blah blah whatever. It literally, in this case, it really is not. Like, she's a great character. In the Witcher media itself, I'm pretty sure like 50% of all of the books are all her as the main character as well. Obviously, The Witcher 3 ends. The only way you can go on from The Witcher 3 ending is by going as her as the main character. Like, it doesn't make sense it going any other way. It has to do this. It has to be this way.
But also, just that she takes over if you have the right ending. Because there is multiple endings, and the good ending is when Ciri literally takes over. But I'm not going to say anything else. But watching this trailer, and Josh, again, we mentioned him earlier. We mentioned him more time now on this podcast. But he has started playing Witcher 3 again. And obviously I work closely with him at work, and he's literally talking to me all the time. I've been listening to Witcher 3 music, and I'm like, do I need to get back on this game? And it'll probably take me like 60 hours, but... Again, I'm thinking about doing a let's play again, so obviously viewers can enjoy it with me. But it's a long game; it's full of nudity and stuff, so you can be excited by that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Witcher 4. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, should be good. Should be good.
Let me just throw this in as well. Gwent, the card game, is so good, mate.
It's proper fleshed out as well, isn't it? Like it's a legitimate card game. Like,
Yeah, I downloaded the app again on my phone, and I know there's that tutorial. I was like, can't be arsed. I was at work. I was like, I can't be arsed for all this. Even though I really want to play it. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I was like, I had to delete the app. I was like, I can't.
just effort getting into it.
I've got a card game at the moment, which is Pokemon. I can't get into another card game. But I'll tell you what, if a card game came out of Final Fantasy 8, mate, I love that as well. But yeah, but yeah, Witcher 4 will be great. I don't know if it's coming out next year.
I don't think there's a date at all, is there? I think it's coming out one day.
Yeah, it's coming out when you're dead, mate.
Like GTA 6, mate. The trailer's literally over a year old already.
I think people think that's coming out. People think it's coming out next year. It's definitely not.
It's 100% going to be 2026, mate. 100%.
If On the Mush is coming out 26, that's GTA definitely coming out in 26 or 27. Mate.
Definitely not coming out.
But yeah, Witcher 4 is going to be so good, mate. Like, from the last game, like number 3 we played, it was a massive game and it was full of like great missions, story. The lore's great. But Witcher 4 is going to be big. And I hope CD Projekt Red don't do what they did with Cyberpunk, where they get like kind of bullied to bring it out before and it like really it flopped. Yeah. I don't think it will, but yeah, bring it on, mate. Bring it on. And that is our top 5, isn't it?
Yeah. What are your top 5s? Let us know.
Yeah, man.
Let us know.
I'll be honest with you, like some of the trailers for that awards were crap, mate.
Some of the games looked boring, didn't they?
There's a lot of indie stuff. I mean, I'm not really into a lot of indie stuff. I appreciate it's been obviously made by smaller companies and stuff, but
you understand there's a lot of graft and stuff in there, but
yeah, I mean, we appreciate people putting the work into stuff, but it's not kind of my thing.
Notice was there was like a new Dying Light as well, wasn't there? Announced
Beast. Yeah.
There's a lot of games. There was at least 2 or 3 I saw. Like It Takes Two, like multiplayer co-op games.
Oh, I've not mentioned my honourable mentions.
Go on.
Let's get my recycle bin, mate. I've just literally deleted it.
Bin it off, yeah. But yeah, there's a couple of like co-op games, weren't there? So I'm thinking if these come out next year and they're any good, content, mate, get them on the channel, innit?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, right. Honourable mentions. Chalk's already been mentioned. Split Fiction is the game.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I saw. Split Fiction, that's it.
Yeah, co-op by It Takes Two. 2 people working together. And it flips between a futuristic world and a fantasy world, which is...
Looks cool. It looks cool.
And the director and the creator was saying, in this game, every level's got different mechanics that you've got to work out. And yeah, we should definitely play that It Takes Two, because that's a great game. And A Way Out, which is by the same people.
We're going to be... If guys, if you want to see, obviously, more gaming stuff, and girls, if the 1% of you are listening... if you want to see us do some more gaming stuff, we will be doing it. It's not a matter of if you want to, it's a matter of you're going to, because we are literally going to be doing it. But if you have any suggestions for stuff for us to play, then let us know, because yeah, we want to be getting as much content out there as possible for you, and doing stuff that we love. Obviously, with controllers and katanas, we talk a lot about the katana side, i.e. anime and stuff like that. Not as much to do with the controller side or the gaming side. So we'd like to start putting more content on the channel. And not just shorts, but proper full-length, obviously, videos. So, yeah, if there is anything you'd like to see us play, let us know. Even if it's just, like, literally Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, like, those sort of games as well. PUBG. Like, anything like that, just let us know. Like, we'll be on it. We'll get on it.
And obviously, we want to keep the channel like fun as well, so you can have a laugh, you can enjoy it, sit back and relax and watch all this stuff. But I think next week we'll probably discuss going forward, probably some of the let's plays that we've got planned and stuff.
Got some plans.
I mean, there's loads of games I want to do let's play on, but it's not enough time.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, it's difficult enough for me. I've got 2 kids. Like, I know how difficult it is in general without having like that sort of stuff around you, but having that sort of in the equation just makes it 10 times harder.
But also from honourable mentions as well, Borderlands 4 looks decent. I played through the games. The fans are a bit annoyed because the film came out and it was crap. So they're like, "Oh, is the game going to be crap?" No, different
Completely different thing. I don't understand. Yeah. Everyone, shut up, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, it winds me up, mate. It pisses me off. Like, this is why we can't have nice things, mate. Because everyone's fucking just so negative about everything that comes out. Like, yeah, the movie was shit, but the games haven't been. Like, the games are all right. Like, Borderlands might be a good one for us to play, actually. You know.
Yeah, I'll be up for that, mate. It sums up though, like people's opinions and what they say and stuff. Like, the film's crap because the plot's crap, or whatever, from a 2-minute teaser trailer. Get out!
Yeah, it's so stupid, man.
It's so just stupid. Yeah, I mean, you get them kind of people in it, but you just gotta daunt them, really. No, ignore them. But another one was announced for you Elden Ring fans out there is Night Rain. The trailer looks really good. I've personally played a little bit of Elden Ring, and I'm going to mention Josh again. It's his best game and he loves it. And recently I've been listening to Elden Ring music also.
It might be that me and Martin finally pull our finger out, smash Elden Ring, get Josh on the podcast, and then just chat about it.
But we know Elden Ring is not an easy feat to finish that game. Nope. So, I mean, I know a lot of people have done it, and we have the ability to do it. But yeah,
just something, innit? Just thought. Because I want a reason. I need to play it. I haven't played it. That's why obviously the Elden Ring game's not even been mentioned for me, because I genuinely haven't played it. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. So, like, I've got to get on it.
Well, I think there's a lot of fun shorts, a lot of fun videos that can come from that, because we get battered, mate. We get battered on the game.
100%.
Everyone gets battered on the game, but it's how you take it, isn't it? You come back stronger, mate, like Rocky. I got Rocky music on.
Oh, mate. Balboa to my eyeballs, mate.
It's all like punching a piece of meat like Rocky. You're rising up song on it. But yeah. So
another show.
Watching shows, don't we?
Skeleton Crew.
Star Wars.
Episode 3, Episode 4, repping the Star Wars today. I'm enjoying this show, man.
I am enjoying it.
It's fun. It's a fun show.
Mainly because of Jude Law.
Jude Law's a legend.
And Neil, mate.
Neil's a legend, mate. He's a gimp. He's a legend. By episode 4, mate, I must admit, my ranking of the 4 children has changed, mate. My bottom child is Wim. He's fucking useless, mate. He's a waste of space, that lad is, mate. I'm telling you now.
Do you want to give you the rankings of who I view as the best? Right.
Realistically, KB's the best one. In terms of like...
But for me, Neil...
Let's go as Neil, mate.
KB, Fern,
Wim. That's it, mate. That is the correct ranking. I mean, Neil, mate, he's wearing that costume as well, isn't he?
He's a legend, mate.
He's putting in the graft, man. He's putting in the graft, isn't he?
Well, let's talk about episodes, then we'll talk about
episode 3. Kids' parents obviously now know they've exited the barrier, and then it's obviously cut to them getting out of the cell. You get a very long sequence, don't you, of Silvo saving SM-33, and then him proceeding to accidentally smashing the pirate dock to pieces. Like,
I like in these 2 episodes as well. Like, Jude Law's character's name gets changed.
Mate,
so much.
He's got 5 names. I don't know what to call him.
He's got about 17 names, hasn't he?
Well, he's got Silver, and then what's the other one? Captain fucking Longbottom or something. I can't remember his fucking names now.
Yes, it starts off as Jod. Norroad.
Yeah, Jod, that's it.
That's his Jedi name. And then it's called, obviously we know it's Captain Silver because when he goes back to get SM-33, everyone's like, Captain Silver's escaped.
Escaped. Silver's... I just keep calling him Silvo, mate. I mean, that's his real name, innit? So to be fair.
Well, later on he gets
He has another name.
He's a legend, mate.
He's a legend, to be fair. Silver's the best one, though. I prefer calling him Silver.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. So they're about to escape,
if you got subtitles on it, always says John done it. And it's like, who's fucking John?
Yeah, look around.
I'm like, where's this John guy? I can't see him, mate. John Cena, mate.
You're skipping back in the episode. Have I missed something?
I missed John. Where is he?
But yeah, basically, they get to the ship, don't they? No monkey this time. No cash being handed out. They get to the ship. Oh, we can't leave SM-33 behind.
And they can't, to be fair. Big Nick, innit?
He's a legend, isn't he? He goes back for the droids. But we see some classic droids, don't we? In the little droid bay. We see some classic droids from the films.
Some bangers there, mate, isn't there?
Attack of the Clones one, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Little battle droid, legend.
Then we get some old dude, like, he's getting this, he finds SM-33, he's getting him ready to, like, shift him. Gets one of his old crewmates, in it, Jod or Silver. One of his old crewmate turns up, called Pranic. Some old dude just like, you want some tea and noodles? Get out. Anyway, turns up, he goes, basically telling him that Silver was the best skipper he's had. Brutus doesn't compare to him, he's half the skipper he is or whatever. And then we find out why Silvo is doing what he's doing. He goes, listen, I've released myself because I found the biggest score ever. Mate, we called it last week, didn't we? It was literally saying,
100%, mate.
This guy's not real, mate. It's a dodge.
He's a dodger, mate.
He's a chipper.
But I still had, regardless of all that, I still do have questions, to be fair. It's still not been explained even in these last two episodes. But yeah, so obviously he manages to get out, doesn't he? He finds the droid, finds 33. They all start chasing him, though, don't they? Like, they know obviously who they are.
Yeah, he's about to leave, isn't it? Like, Pranic guy's like, I thought it was a nice guy, that Pranic guy. He's like,
yeah, gimp, mate.
It'd be wrong for me if I didn't call the guards. What? You're some of the best captain you've ever had.
I'll just drop you in a minute, mate, if you carry on.
Me.
One and done, pal, trust me.
But the kids are still having this, they're conflicted, aren't they? Because they think, is he a Jedi, is he not? Is Silver a Jedi or not? Then we see Silver coming in hot, don't we? They're all over him, mate. They're all over him.
Scattered, pal. They're scattered, aren't they?
I love the bit as well where, like, they're trying to escape in the ship, aren't they? Trying to get out of the pirate bay. And they're stuck on the fuel line, stuck in it. They're refueling. And they're literally doing everything to try and get out. And eventually...
Just wrecking the place, mate, aren't they?
Yeah, Silver's like, I know what we'll do. We'll hyperdrive and we've got the fuel line. The hyperdrive out of there. And the fuel line nearly kills that Brutus guy, doesn't it? It's literally like flinging around. Destroys off the pole.
Half the fleet's gone, mate.
Some guy's on a cup of tea, mate. His head chopped off.
It's proper outrageous, pal. I like that bit, you know, when they've gone off and Silver's just walking around the ship and he starts checking them boots to see if they fit, like putting the boots against his feet. Like, do they fit me? He's like, takes that knife out of the skeleton. He's like, I love that. He's just seeing what he can nick, isn't he?
Yeah, I love that. It's getting it's like new gear. It's all like pirate gear in it because it's a pirate ship. And
yeah.
There's like some form of pirate battles happened on there.
I love it how it's like a proper futuristic ship that can go in hyperspeed, but it's like proper old-fashioned, authentic, like pirate stuff on there, like pirate hats and boots and stuff.
It's like, yeah, it's like
Pirates of the Caribbean sets, like in the ship, innit?
Yeah, it's like the Goonies ship, innit? One Eye Willie's ship, but flying through space at hyperspeed. Yeah. But so George suggests the kids get some rest. And they're going to go to this place. One of John's old friends lives on this moon who could help him find the coordinates to Atatin. So that's why they fly to this moon, don't they? But it's a few days away or whatever, or a day or so away, so they get some sleep and stuff. But I love the bit where Finn's like, yeah, get some rest. And Finn's like, I'm not tired. Next minute, dead, mate.
Classic kid that is, mate. Isn't it? I'm not even tired, mate. KB though, KB don't trust him at all, does she?
Nah, she's
because obviously I'm interested in his character because, like, does he have the Force? I don't know. Like, is something else at play or he's got to have something. Like he can use those sort of abilities, can't he? So
Yeah, they mentioned earlier, like the kids were like, oh, he could use tricks and stuff, like tricks and like what parlor tricks, like why would you even do that?
card
Like,
tricks, mate. Was he a magician or something, bro?
yeah, like why would you gambit? Or why would
Making
you
balloon
even do
animals
that?
and that.
So yeah, I do agree. Yeah, it must have some kind of a force within
Yeah,
it.
it's got to be something, mate.
But yeah, we get to this planet, don't we?
Yeah. Oh, mate, I'm still loving these scenes as well, like the set of the show and stuff. So sick. Also,
Yeah.
this, the scene where the scene where they land on the moon and they're walking in like a line.
Yeah.
Reminded me of Lord of the Rings, that bad, bro. You know when they're like walking on the line on the mountain ridge and stuff. Like, classic,
yeah.
bro.
But that's saying, like you say, in this bit where they're walking like that visually, the scene was beautiful.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
it?
so good, mate. It's so good.
So they have this epic walk to this place. Basically, the trip to Mordor, basically.
Literally.
To John's old friend. And they're like, why just park closer? And it's like, oh, you're trying to hide the ship, aren't you? It's like, yeah. And then John literally turns around and is like, well, John Silver turns around and is like, yeah, this person we're going to see, my friend. You probably won't be able to trust her. Like, she's definitely going to backstab us. I was like, brilliant. Yeah, it's definitely going to stab us in the back.
Preempted, isn't he? Just a bit of foreshadowing that, mate, in my opinion.
And this is the part where Silver gets a new name, doesn't he?
Yeah, mate.
Crimson Jack.
Crimson Jack. Cool name, to be fair.
If you didn't know he was a pirate, you definitely know that. It's like Crimson Jack, yeah.
Crimson Jack, yeah. That's his gamer tag, bro. It's been on Xbox, I think.
So this person, his old friend's Kim, isn't it? Kim.
Yeah, Kim the owl.
Basically an owl, yeah.
Literally just an owl in it.
But Kim has loads of like treasure maps and all sorts of artifacts from all moons and everything. So pretty much the right person to go to. Yeah, and then she obviously they tell us about Atatin. Like there's loads of these treasures similar to that. It was holding all these treasures, but most of them got destroyed.
Yeah.
But Atatin's like the only one left. But obviously no one knows where it is.
No, it's like purposely hidden into it from the galaxy.
They're called the Jewels of the Old Republic. Obviously, all these jewels are protected. Obviously, some of them got blasted up.
Yeah, it's almost like a myth to people, isn't it? Like an urban legend.
Yeah, she goes that it's a myth, pirate shanty legend now. So, and because obviously it's a needle in a haystack, she kind of picks the brains of the kids to try and find out, try and narrow down the search. And they find somewhere, don't they? Then Jack's like, wait a minute, you're stalling,
What are you playing?
You're up to something, And it turns out Kim was stalling. The X-Wings were on the way, mate, on the radio. Classic X-Wings, mate. Best starship thing in the old Star Wars universe, isn't it?
Yeah, so basically, they've used the symbol that Fern's mum gave her, like top of the class or whatever the symbol is, haven't they? She's ran that and she's broke it down and they figured out obviously where it is. And he's nicked some sort of like memory chip, hasn't blasted her computer so they can't find her. Took the kids, to be fair to him. He's actually got the kids with him. They are likely needed, but he's at least he's not binned them off, even though he's got some of the information he feels like he needs us. I've put, does he have some good in him? Is he misunderstood? Question mark. Might be a nice guy. You don't know, do you? Might be a nice guy, mate.
So Kim gets backhanded, doesn't she? And they run off, and Kim's like, just watch your back with. She tells KB, he's like, watch your back with that guy because no one knows what his true intentions are. Yeah, he's in it for the money, isn't he?
Oh yeah, of course.
He's in it for the dollar.
But Fern and KB don't want to take any shit from old Crimmy J, do they, mate? They don't want Crimson Jack anywhere near their ship, so they make a deal. It's basically say they obviously know he technically isn't a Jedi now, but he's still not explained how he can move things or use the Force or anything like that. And essentially, the deal is that he's not the captain. They've got to do what they say, essentially, aren't they?
Yeah, Fern's the captain, yeah.
And then You get obviously like that cheeky X-wing appearance. Great to see. All-time favorite Star Wars ship in my opinion, mate. Or easily, easy. Second, probably Millennium Falcon, but X-wing, mate, iconic. He's put Fern and Wim on the gunner duty. I thought that'd be a sick VR game. That would, mate. But yeah, that scene with the ship chase, mate. Fantastic little scene. Obviously, you got them on the gunner trying to hit them, and yeah, everything this show. Honestly, just love everything this show's got to offer at the moment. To be fair, like the set and everything is just really good. It's such an easy watch, isn't it? Like when you're watching it doesn't feel like it's dragging or it just moves quite quick. I'm enjoying it, mate. It actually feels like a Star Wars show, if that makes sense.
I'm not saying that because obviously we've watched Acolyte, it's crap, and like
that was rubbish.
And we're kind of comparing it to it. It's just really really
it's
good
just
show.
A fun show. It's just a really good show.
Really well put together and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, I'm loving it, mate. Episode 4, though, isn't it?
Episode 4, mate.
So they follow the coordinates that Crimson Jack took off Kim, and they arrive at a planet. Mashed up into the planet is.
Mashed up, mate. Everything's ruined, overgrown. It looks identical to Atatin, doesn't it?
Yeah, smell of ash and fart in the air. So it's not welcoming sight. Turns out it's at Hackrin.
It's basically like I was thinking like is it like a failed version of Atatin, like like the old Republic where they're trying to settle on these planets and it just wasn't working out, so they kept moving. They've like duplicated these planets because it is literally at isn't it? Yeah. Like the scenery and the park and the buildings, it is Atatin, but it's like a failed version of it almost.
So I'm assuming it's like the 7 jewels or whatever. They're all literally identical places.
Yeah.
This is one of the places that got murked off.
Social experiments, aren't they, mate? Depends on who's running what, where. So
they find out. So the kids soon find out it's not Atatin. When the approached by some armed children, they hide from this Atom patrol, isn't it? Like a tank and some I don't know what they're called now, some creatures or whatever. Like a big patrol goes past. Yeah. And the girl who's the leading the armed girls, Haina's the one, basically a badass. She takes them back to their base, which is like an abandoned big school. They meet General Fricks, is it?
Yeah, just the leader. He's a creepy bloke, to be honest. He is, mate.
Yeah, he welcomes them with open arms, obviously off-worlders. And then Wim's like, have you got any... Well, Wim's the other's like, have you got any star maps? We need to find a way home. Have you got any thing you can help us? Then Hayden's like, oh yeah, there's like some old carvings in like a fallen sanctum. Maybe the coordinates there will be able to help you out. And then the general's like, yeah, it's a dangerous place, so you've got to prove yourself if you want to go there. It's a dangerous place. It's full of all kinds of dangers. And then we have this little montage of them trying to shoot lasers and blasters and stuff. But Neil Liam he's still the best character. Like I wrote down.
He's a legend, mate. A peaceful little dude, isn't he? Make love, not war. Do you know what I mean? That's all Neil's about.
So in the meantime, when this is kicking off, Jack and SM33's on like babysitting duty with Jack because obviously they don't trust him.
Yeah.
And then an army of those Hattons come, don't they? And literally don't overtake him.
Yeah, well 33's like some sort of like short circuiting or something, any like something's going off with him. I mean, he's got a rat thing living in his head for starters. But obviously Silver's like, look, come on, let's get out of the ship. See if it jogs your memory for Atatin. Obviously, if we go outside, you might look at the scenery and you might think, oh, actually, yeah, I have been here before. And obviously they stumble into what I assume at the time is the other faction, because obviously they're all talking about what flag do you, blah, blah, blah. So they're obviously different factions, isn't they? Yeah. So,
Hayner takes Neil's like, can't be asked to be shooting these pistols, not bothered about war, is he? Neil, so he's like, puts the gun down. Hayner's like, oh, let me show you something better. Takes her up to the roof, basically showing them how they live. It's like a marketplace. Kids are getting like free food and stuff, daily rations and stuff. And then Neil, because he's a legend and he has legendary qualities, he gets his rations, mate. Gives the food to some poor kids.
Just a nice bloke, isn't he?
Hayden's like, this guy is a top bloke.
He's a top shagger.
Basically, yeah. And then they show this like massive cannon, don't they? This massive cannon, this is holding back the attacks from the Hattons, because this massive cannon, mate, is literally like, I don't know, it's like a show of strength, in it, show of strength. Literally keeping him safe, keeping the whole school safe from invaders and stuff. So, and then Neil literally compares the crap planet to where he's from, his home, and it's like, it's not fair. Like in my planet, it's all like peaceful and stuff, and you're at war in this planet. And then we see KB with the blaster, bit of a whiz with the blaster, actually.
Oh, legend, second best, mate.
I like the bit as well where like kids like prove the worth, well, kind of, and then Fern gets forced to, as the ship's captain, gets forced to lead an attack against the the enemies. Like, what?
He's literally like 10.
Or Neil's bricking, isn't he?
Yeah, I like the leader's daughter in this, to be fair, because obviously she speaks it to Neil, and I think she's and she's almost like seems a bit good, but I can't help but think her dad, obviously the leader, he's an arsehole, mate. I can't help but think he's the baddie, mate. I can't. He seems like a bad guy, in my opinion, mate. He does.
I don't know if we'll go back to that planet, though.
I don't know. I don't think we'll get enough from it. It'd be nice to reintroduce them at some point, because obviously she wants to sort of like, well, we learn at the end, don't we, near the end, she essentially wants to try and bring peace to the planet when she becomes obviously the leader or whatever, but...
Yeah. So we find out, so they're going into this battle, it's all foggy and stuff, all misty. They're just hearing noises like, what's this crap? And Jack comes out, doesn't he? Jack comes out with SM-33, and he's brought all these, so the war...
dinosaur, cow creature things, or whatever they are.
Yeah, so basically the war's over, that these creatures were stolen from this crew in the school, which was their livelihood. And obviously Jack's made this deal with the baddies, and obviously brought all these creatures back to where they belong.
Yeah, it's got some of the credits, hasn't he? You know, like the little credits. He nicked him out of Wim's sock, didn't he?
Found him in a smelly sock. Found him in the sock drawer.
A little Wim's smelly sock, mate.
Yeah, basically used all the credits, Wim's credits, and paid for a like.
Hey, it's worked though, hasn't
it? Made a deal, yeah.
And obviously now they're on the way to that sanctum, and hopefully expecting to find their way back to Atatin. And again, mate, I absolutely love the scenery is set on this show, mate. So good, so good.
What about the scene where Hayner's got to say bye to Neil?
Oh, mate. Kiss, yeah, his little peck on his trunk, mate. And I'm not talking about his pecker. I'm talking about his actual nose, mate. Because he's an elephant, bro.
It'd be a bit weird if, like, say goodbye to somebody's knob.
I don't know, mate. If people don't watch the show, they might wonder what I'm on about. Do you know what I mean?
Why is this turned sexual again?
Why are they kissing people's trunks? But yeah,
they arrive the fallen sanctum, don't they?
Yeah, so basically that's where, what did he say? I can't remember the name now. The governor or whatever, basically the leader of Atatin. That's like his plan. He's like building into it.
Mm.
So they head up to obviously to this up to the top, and they see this room, and it's got all these different coordinates around it. And essentially they suss that, oh, this one's this planet, this one's this planet, this one's this planet, and they get to what they believe is Atatin, and it's just gone in it, mate. Like there's a gash missing out of the wall, like where the coordinates are, been demolished, mate.
Jamming, mate.
Absolutely done him.
And they're like, who would do such a thing? Turns out SM-33.
33, mate.
Basically, the old captain who SM-33 served basically said, forget all about Atatin. He murked all his men off. And it's like, if anyone comes looking for it, poking around, is to rip them apart, and then suddenly it turns, doesn't it? SM-33 is this machine, mate. It starts rising up. getting ready. He's like, yeah, I've got to rip him limb from limb.
Yeah, but Fern sussed him though. To be fair, didn't she? She like tried to override his memory about it. Obviously, at and like you say, he's just gone mad, hasn't he? Absolutely gone mad. But in my opinion, mate, obviously we've got to wait till episode 5, which is out next week, isn't it? But episode 5, mate. In my opinion, right, if that planet's like that, you get the coordinates to the other planets, and if they're still knocking about somewhere, you just go to the next planet, and then the next planet, and then the next planet. Someone's bound to have some coordinates somewhere, aren't they?
Yeah.
But we'll find out.
When SN33 kicks off, though, guess who saves the day? No, it's not Jack. No, it's not Fern. No, it's not KB. It's Neil, mate. Throws a rocket his head, doesn't he?
I mean, yeah, to be fair, it is Big Crimson Jack / Silvo / Jed, or whatever his name is. However, it's only because of Neil's quick thinking and bravery that solves it. Even if he does literally faint from being scared.
Yeah, he stands tall, doesn't he? And then Jack dives behind.
Hits the kill switch, doesn't he? Knocks, turns him off or whatever.
Knocks him out, and then literally Neil's fainted, mate. He's dead. Dead from bravery.
Oh, fainted, mate. Knocked him clean out. Shit scared, literally.
It's weird because he's like, his underwear was filled after that.
Got lumpy trousers now, mate.
But like you say, really, it's a great show.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I'm enjoying it.
And it's only like 37 minutes each episode, so it's easy.
And to be fair, the credits are like 7 minutes long.
Yeah,
so it's like they're not half-an-hour episodes. I think like the first one's a bit longer. And like with Disney shows, you end up getting randomly like one that's 52, one that's like 44, and then one that's like 30. It's a bit random, innit? But yeah, it's typically about 30 minutes long, aren't they?
So that was the 4th episode. I think it's 8 episodes altogether. So that's pretty much like a mid-season finale. It didn't seem to be a mid-season finale, but because they're back on next week, aren't they? So
yeah, it's just every week, isn't it?
So like we said,
every Tuesday, isn't it?
Like we said earlier, we're not watching the Scanners Crew. Well, we're not.
No, we'll do next week. First podcast of the year. We'll just talk about another 2 episodes again. Get on it.
Tell them what we got for the new year. What's the first?
Mate, we have got way too much stuff to watch now, mate. I'm not even joking. So next week, anime special, talking about Jump Festa, talking about the last episode of Dan Dan, talking about Blue Lock. We've got a little bit of summer, haven't we?
Yeah, we're going to tell them that. That's a surprise.
Yeah, a little bit of summer. Just watch and listen. I think you'll enjoy the episode, basically. In the new year. Right, I'm going to get the notes up here. Actually, do you know what? I've got a quick question here. This is going to be proper off the dome random. What is the worst movie that you have ever seen in the cinema? You've physically been to the cinema to watch it. Is there anything that springs to mind for you?
No.
So I've got two things in my head. Dragon Ball Evolution 1. Shit. Also, another movie, right? And it's not necessarily because of the movie, and it turned out quite well, actually. But I remember when me and Nat first started seeing each other ages and ages ago, we went to the cinema on Valentine's Day. And we wanted to go see... I can't even remember what the movie was now. It was like some Valentine's Day... I think it was literally called Valentine's Day or something. They didn't have any. So we went to watch this like movie called Wolfman or something. I can't remember what it was called, mate. And... yeah, The Wolfman. That's what it was. 2010 that was. 2010 this came out.
Is that Benicio del Toro?
Yeah, that's it. Mate, we were probably 15 minutes into the movie and the projector in the cinema like fell over and broke. So we just had to go. And they stood at the door like, oh yeah, sorry, we can't play you the movie. Like, the projector's done for. So they're like giving us free. They gave us tickets when we was leaving for a free cinema trip.
It's mad, that is.
Yeah. But yeah, we went to watch like some romantic movie and ended up trying to watch that instead, and then it just went to tits up anyway, mate. It just fell down and we was like, all right.
Do you know what you watched after that?
I can't remember, mate. Nat probably would know, to be fair, but it was a while after, I think, we went, to be honest. But right, let's have a look, shall we? What have we got? I've got the Me and Martin in the Discord, we've got our own little secret chats within the thingy, where I typically post like our talking points and plans.
Where we talk about the fans and
So
got like dirt on them and stuff.
we're talking about, when would this release? This one's going to release, what we're talking, 9th of Jan. So this one will be out 20th December, which is tomorrow. 27th, we've got an anime special. That'll be 3rd. Yeah, 3rd of Jan. Squid Games, Season 2, Episode 1.
Squid Game, yeah.
Squid Game, mate. Skeleton Crew, 5 and 6. Blue Lock, Episode 13. Fire Force, 29, 30. Potentially 31. Depends how much time we got. However, the week after that, mate, we're looking podcast January 10th, mate. We've got Blue Lock finale, potentially. Sakamoto Days, mate. More Skeleton Crew, more Squid Games, more Fire Force. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. And then the week after that, Sakamoto Days, Solo Leveling. We're getting there, mate. We're getting there.
What's funny about
more Fire Force, potentially the last episode of Skeleton Crew, and more Squid Games. So we've got plans. We've got plans. They're here, man. They're here.
What I love about it is like Blue Lock ends straight into Solo Leveling, mate. So it's
literally, mate.
No waiting around.
No waiting around. No messing. No messing about at all, mate.
Yeah, love that.
We've got a bit of a gap from Dandadan's last episode before we pick up a new one. Because obviously we've got about 1 or 2 episodes. I think, actually, no, we haven't. We're only going to miss 1 week without an extra anime before Sakamoto Day starts.
Sakamoto Days, the trailer's so funny as well.
I think it's going to be fun, mate. I think it's going to be fun. I'm excited for it.
Well, like we say every week, join the Discord, like, subscribe on YouTube, join our TikTok. Next week we'll be discussing podcast stuff of what's to come in the new year.
Yeah, not just podcast stuff like I just mentioned there, but like other content ideas we've got that we hope people enjoy.
Just want to keep bringing different types of content for you guys to keep it interesting, keep it fun for us as well. We are enjoying it, and we're going to discuss our first year of podcasting, really, isn't it? It's been fun.
It's not been an entire full 12 months or anything, but obviously it's the end of our first year of doing it, and there's no signs we'll stop him. And we're enjoying ourselves, aren't we? However, Geek Sound, mate, got to discuss it, haven't we? Got to discuss it.
That's it, mate. So, do you want to play an extra cheeky one, or
should I get one up? Shall I see if there's any cheeky ones?
Yeah, give me a cheeky, crafty.
I'll give you one more. Bonus one, innit? Where are we? Bonus. Let's have a look. Oh, what's happening here?
Getting hacked, mate.
I think I am, you know. Cheeky Russians, mate. There we go. This is a classic one. Classic one from this movie. Ready?
You see, turtle doves are a symbol of friendship and love.
Because we all know, right? Turtle doves are a symbol of friendship and love. And the movie is the one and only...
It's Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2, mate. Home Alone 2.
I know we've discussed on this podcast already Home Alone 1. But funny enough, Home Alone 2 is also a classic Christmas film. And also a classic film altogether.
Classic film in general. It's just iconic, isn't it, mate?
The 3 best scenes. Go.
3 best scenes. Brick to the Head is number 1.
That's my number one as well.
Brick to the head is number one, innit?
No, wait, bricks to the head.
Oh yeah, multiples. But I feel like that entire sequence is good. You know where he sets fire to the rope as well.
Oh yeah,
That's decent. Is it number two where it's like it sounds like a tool chest going down the stairs or whatever?
Listen against the door.
That's number two, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the sound of a tool chest falling down the stairs. He's like, no, it's just like battered, isn't it?
I like the scene as well. Oh yeah, by the way, the pigeon lady is not Piers Morgan.
He's not.
Confirmed.
By Piers Morgan himself.
He has to defend himself every year, doesn't he? But it's still not Piers Morgan.
It definitely is, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. But you don't have to talk about that side of his career. There's so many good scenes. You've got the electric bit where he gets fried on the electric, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Mate, the brick to the head, though, is just...
Brick to the head's number one.
You got Donald Trump, for all you Trump fans out there. He makes an appearance, doesn't he? Donald Trump. Is it the bit where...
You know where they get caught? Is Marv, innit? And they're like, he's telling them about everything. He's telling the police about everything they've done. It's like, what you doing, man?
Bit as well, like, is it when Tim Curry, obviously, he's in the hotel, isn't he? He's at this, like, really big expensive hotel on his dad's credit card or whatever. And it's suspicion here, Tim Curry and the other guy, Rob Schneider, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's suspicious. And they go up to the room and is like making a shout, like, get out, you pervert.
Get out, you pervert.
Yeah. What you doing, you pervert? Yeah,
it manages to get him on the knees, doesn't he, as well?
Yeah.
Get on your knees. Classic, mate. Do you know what, though? The Turtle Dove bit's classic. And one of the most... the good parts as well is where he meets his mum at Rockefeller Centre, mate. That's a good scene, isn't it? Like, to sort of like end it sort of thing.
And it's that scene, isn't it? Yeah, the scene from like the fountain thing from John Wick, in it. It's that, that's in it again, isn't it? It's in every film.
It's classic though, isn't it?
It's Central Park, isn't it? But the amount of crap, that pigeon crap that bird's got on a coat, mate.
Oh, all of it.
Your coat, mate.
Simply all of it.
It's literally the crap is holding it together, that coat.
It's just,
but yeah, what a great film, though.
It's just... Yeah, it's just good. It's just fun. Like, it's nostalgic as well, isn't it? It's very nostalgic.
I need to watch it again.
It's a time, mate, isn't it?
So we've talked about a lot today, and I'm assuming it's probably like a 3-hour podcast, to be honest, isn't it?
Hour and 52 so far, mate.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, not bad. We've got a lot in, to be fair. We've got a lot in, man.
I'm hoping this week we'll have a good jump fest. We'll have some really good trains
yeah. Speaking of jumping, did anyone else ever go cat crawling or hedge hopping when they was younger? You ever heard of that?
Oh yeah, I did that. I mean, most people ever hedge as well, but
we used to do it all the time. Where we used to, especially where I lived, there was like sequences of houses. You get like 15, 20 houses in a row. And I remember one time, mate Dan was climbing on one and he fell through sort of a shed roof. Like his arm went through it, shit his pants. He's come out. We've gone to another street and I've rolled in dog crap. I've got crap all over my coat, mate. Went over in the middle of the night. Like I didn't even know at first. Like, what's that smell? I looked, I got crap all on my back, mate. I just put coat outside and like hose it down, didn't I?
That reminds me of we went on a school trip once. It's like at the end of the year, you have like a week of activities. And I didn't pick anything. I left it last minute. I was like, I'll just do this like farm thing. You go on this farm, you like ride horses and ponies and what crap. But one of the tasks you got to do is like clean the stables out.
Is that like work experience type thing?
It's called like activities week or something. Anyway, me and my mate took this like my schoolmates took this like bar up to this like mound where you chuck all the crap or whatever. And I goes, look at the crap down there. My mate looked over, I like nudged him like that. They flew down. He flew down when he had a derby top on. He had like crap on his top. But when he came back, he had like a jumper on because he had like all this crap on him. Mate, that was funny. That was.
Oh, it's
I mean, honestly,
happened before as well.
I'm a close look at it. I was like knocked in. They were flying down there.
Yeah, when we was younger, it was because where I live, it's like near loads of like fields and stuff. We used to like make dens and stuff when we was younger. But I remember one time, one of my mates, he threw a massive rock into like a massive lump of cow crap, and it just went all up my mate, like all over him. It was fuming, mate.
I remember another school trip. Went to these like fields and there's like sheep everywhere. I was like, frapping it. And we're going down this hill, mate. And I pick up some speed, mate, when I was going down this hill. And I flew on the front. And I was sliding down like. It's fair. Got loads of crap all over me, like sheep crap all over me. Mate.
Horrible, isn't it? Oh man. Anyway, what a great topic of conversation to end the podcast with. Crap, mate. Podcast, mate.
But yeah, we're going to keep bringing you guys, keep bringing this podcast. We're going to keep bringing you content. We're going to keep up to date with the anime and the TV shows and the games. So keep tuning in. We appreciate you being here. I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great weekend. And that's it.
Yeah. Check out for the next one. Next one's going to be good. Going to be as I say, a recap. And I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy what we talk about. Hopefully, there's some good stuff coming out this weekend on Jump Festa, like Martin says as well. I know for a fact Martin's not finished it yet, but there's a couple of things. I'm hoping for it to be released or announced, or got a bit to talk about. It's non-stop, as everyone anime fan knows. There's always anime coming out as well, so. If you want us to get onto anything after we've done Fire Force, we're probably going to need to pick something else up. If you have any suggestions, just simply get in Discord. And that's all we ask. Get in there, have a chat. It's been popping off a little bit lately. We've had a crisps discussion. Bit of a little ongoing discussion regarding the best crisps / chips for you Americans. But they're definitely called crisps. And yeah. It's just stupid stuff like that. We've been talking about wrestling. Wrestling going to Netflix. We're excited for that. It should be good again. Bringing back sort of like that attitude style wrestling again. So, so good times to come. We've got a lot to talk about. And we appreciate you being here. Appreciate you listening. Appreciate you watching, liking, subscribing, supporting. Check the merch. And we shall see you in a week.
Bye.
Peace out. Love you. Bye.
Bye.